Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
I love this video of Chris Brown just dangling in the air. Everybody saw that video of him at his concert. He's supposed to be soaring through. I don't know why artists feel the need to soar through the air now, but everybody does it. Chris Brown, now one of them, and he gets stuck up in the air, like not even at a cool height, at like 15 feet above the stage. And they can't get him down. So they have to bring out, a stagehand has to bring out a ladder for Chris to kind of like stand on while he's singing the song. And it's a good song. I like the song, but he was livid.
You think they'll keep that in the act?
Just like
they might keep that in the act, but I bet he fired whoever sets it up for him.
He was pointing and screaming off mic at this guy, and was like, "Well,
it couldn't happen to a nicer fella."
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
Everybody hates Chris Brown.
Who's still going to his concerts?
he's got a rabid fan base for some reason. Like, they don't care.
He sells out everything. It's crazy.
I agree with you, though. Who would go to a Chris Brown show?
Yeah, he's a turd.
Totally.
Yeah, but it seems like everybody that does something like that has at least one moment where they get caught up in the air and you got to go get them or something.
Somebody was like, Pink doesn't have one song that she needs to be doing all that. That's true. Apple is once again the most valuable company in the world. Their market cap closed at $3.29 trillion yesterday, just edging out Microsoft. Microsoft was in the number one place for, I don't know, two or 3 weeks or so. But after these AI announcements from Apple, now $3.29 trillion. So to $3.28 trillion. So it's close. It's close. What else? The NBA Finals, Game 4 happening, Game 3 happening tonight, whatever.
Game 4.
It's tonight.
Game 4. The Boston Celtics close it out tonight.
Yeah. And then Normani is the top trending topic. She's got a new album out. It's actually her debut album. She's the young woman from Fifth Harmony. Great little girl band, but they're no longer together. So now she's solo and so hot.
Well, is she
so hot?
Is she the one that said that they asked her to perform at the White House and she won't do it or something? Is that there was some?
Oh, really?
Some singer last week. It may not have been her, but it was some obscure sounding singer. They asked me to perform at the White House, and I said no.
Really?
Some kind of political stance or something, but not a good one. Not a good one. No. But how old is this girl now?
She's probably in her mid to late 20s. Mm-hmm. Probably approaching 30. Yeah. I don't know, but I think.
And what's her name? Normandy?
Normani.
Normani?
Yeah, she's had a lot of songs out. She's been on a lot of features, but she's never had her own album. So a lot of people are excited for this.
That's the thing. There are so many people out now that have people that have music out, and then you find out, this is their first album. Like, well, you've been around 3 or 4 years doing songs.
Yeah.
Is it Cardi B still only has one album out, right?
I don't know.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's still just one album and a bajillion other songs.
Yeah, she's got a ton of songs.
Yeah.
So
I think she's done.
Cardi B's done?
Yeah, she's done.
I love a hot take like
she
that.
May be, because what's she making? 40? She made 42 million on OnlyFans? Something like that?
$50 million.
Yeah, it's up there.
She naked on it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, why not? I mean,
yeah.
So those are just a few things that are now trending.
Well, something happened to me yesterday that was so embarrassing, and I think everyone will find it hilarious. Nobody will say, "Oh, bless his heart." Everybody will just point and laugh. So I'll give you the details coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So my name is TJ, and yesterday I was talking about having to go to the doctor for my annual physical. Now, as a Maine, you have to say physical because Womanes have taken control of just calling theirs an annual. So if you say you're going to your annual, women will laugh at you. They call their annual visit to the gynecologist. They call that an annual. I have to go for my annual. So I went for my annual yesterday. And when you reach a certain age as a man, you know that one of the things that everybody seems to think is a funny topic and all of that is when one of the tests that the doctor has to do during the exam on a man.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was up on the table and he's listening to my heart and looking in my ears and doing all of that stuff that they do. And then he said, he went over and he got gloves on, and he said, he sat down in the little rolling chair that was kind of low to the ground. And he said, okay, hop off the table, pull your pants down and let me check you below. So I hopped off the table. I pulled my pants down and I turned around and I bent over the table in front of him. And he was kind of looking off for a second. And then when he looked back, he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that today.
Oh, no.
And so I gave the same reaction that you would give if somebody walked in on you naked that wasn't supposed to see you naked.
Yeah,
Just I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I pulled my pants back up.
I still got to do it.
Like, and then I turn around and then he's looking at me like, okay, well, yeah, I still have to check you. This is where and he starts pointing. This is where I'm going to check you. I was like, okay.
Oh, now I got to pull my pants back down.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I'm not checking that today. Oh.
So I basically presented to him for no reason.
Yeah, you mooned him.
Yeah. Because that's the whole thing you focus on in there. When you got to have that, it's coming.
Yeah.
You just keep thinking about that. Let's get that over with. And and my doctor's cool. I mean, he's really cool. Oh, and we chat and talk, and he's interested in our business and all this kind of stuff, and all of that on regular visits. I'm all into it and everything, but on the visit where I know that exam is going to happen, then I'm just kind of okay, let's get to it. Let's get it over with. So I jumped the gun. So
a little bit.
Big deal.
That is hilarious.
Everybody seems to think so. Yes,
it is pretty funny.
Seems to think that's hilarious. All right, so Gen Z going after Gen Z on the social medias. That's always fun. They call that infighting.
Yeah,
and we can all enjoy that. We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
All right, here I am once again with my non-religious Bible called BuzzFeed. I am the typical obsessed with BuzzFeed person. BuzzFeed, Reddit, Ask Reddit, the mother Reddits, all of them. The TikToks. I'm just all over all of it. So this one is Gen Zers are talking about things they wish their generation would stop doing.
So Gen Z things they want Gen Zers to stop doing.
Yes.
Okay.
So one is, just as an example, side-by-side texting. If you're sitting right beside somebody, stop texting them. Just talk to them like a normal person. Oversharing is another one. They say that Gen Z people tell too much of their personal business to people, making them uncomfortable and all of that kind of stuff. So stop doing that. This one, Ace, I know your sister is not a Gen Z. But they say Gen Z needs to stop saying unalived instead of killed or dead. And the reason they do that, right, is because that gets you not marked, censored on TikTok and stuff. If you say dead or killed or something.
For my sister, they can't talk about their paranormal stuff and their ghost hunting, saying this person died. Then they have to say they were unalived because died gets them flagged, gets the videos removed.
Okay. Well, I guess these other Gen Z people are saying you should stipulate, you should know the difference when you talk to somebody in, person to person, that you don't have to say unalived. Right. Kind of like when we're talking to people, Ace, and we don't use the code playing the piano for relation,
right.
When we're not on the radio. You know when to tell the difference.
Yeah. So they're okay with it being used in videos and stuff like that?
Yeah, just to keep from, having to follow the rules to keep from getting censored or whatever. And then let's see, what's in being disrespectful. I thought that was interesting. Stop being disrespectful to people like your parents and all of that. And my favorite, and this is my new term, and I'm sure this is an old term for the young people, but just learned it, so I'm about to get on it. Main character energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stop bringing main character energy. That means when you go into a group of people and all, you have to go overboard to be louder and more, sound more emotional and everything in order to get attention from everybody else.
An attention hog.
Mm-hmm.
Center of attention.
Yeah. So an attention hog is now main character energy.
That one's so much harder to say though. Say he's an attention hog. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's putting out main character energy. That just seems it's just more difficult to do.
Yeah, and this one I guess would be for you, Ace. Stop using AAVE because that's disrespectful.
AAVE.
I don't know that one.
What is that?
That is African American Vernacular English.
Okay. Do I do that often?
Constantly.
You're doing it right now. Stop.
Reel it in, man.
I'm sorry.
You can't be using Ave.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
AAVE. African American Vernacular English.
There's so many rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it be like that. It do be like that.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding your credit.
No dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
So
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
when I was growing up in central Louisiana, my grandparents lived 30 minutes away from where my family and I lived. And then, to country people, that's a long way. That's a long trip. So we would go to my Nana and Papa's all the time. They were the A grandparents that lived right there close to us. My other grandparents lived in Louisville. But my grandfather worked at a huge paper mill in Jonesboro, Louisiana. And it was just that's what people in that area did. They went to school, high school, and then they got on at the mill is what they called it. Get on at the mill. It's a good job.
Yeah.
And it was very easy it wasn't very easy to get a job at the mill if you were looking for a really good position in there. You had to kind of know somebody, and they gave family members special treatment when it came to that. So it seemed like everybody was, I'm trying to get on at the mill. I'm trying to get on at the mill. What are you doing? I'm trying to get on at the mill. They're not hiring right now. So I think OnlyFans has turned into that. Everybody is trying to get on OnlyFans. Yeah. What are you doing now? I don't know. I'm trying to get on OnlyFans. Yeah. I'm trying to get on OnlyFans.
Yeah, people forget the vast majority of people on OnlyFans aren't making any money.
Right. But there's a situation in Nashville with a 33-year-old police officer named Sean Herman. He just got charged with 2 felonies for filming an OnlyFans video in his real police uniform.
Oh.
Yeah. So he made the video back in April, and he got fired in early May, but they just announced the charges yesterday. And the video shows him conducting a fake traffic stop and then reaching into the woman's car and grabbing a handful of her.
Oh.
And you never see his face, but you see his squad car.
Yeah.
And he used the fake name of Officer. Anyone want to, Ace, I think you've seen
I've seen the story.
So you want to guess what his last name was? Officer, it's a real last name.
I couldn't tell you.
Johnson, Officer Johnson.
Officer Johnson. Got it.
They still figured out who he was, and so he's facing 2 counts of felony official misconduct. Now,
he's an idiot.
Just to, hey man, that's OnlyFans. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. But if it, well, I guess it is true. I don't know what the legalities of how you position this or not. So we'll say allegedly, whatever. But yeah, you just say, okay, I gotta, I'm a cop, 33, so he's probably been on the job a little while.
The acting is so bad.
Yeah,
so bad.
Did you ask for your money back?
No, there's a beginning clip.
On a refund.
On Twitter, I have the audio here. There's just the beginning clip of him, meeting her, and he's like, "I pulled you over for a 65 and a 40." I don't have my license and registration, but I have these.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm on board with that.
Now listen, whatever you're picturing her to look like in an OnlyFans video like that in Nashville, then picture the opposite, because she is pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, she is pretty.
Yeah. She's very attractive.
Wow.
Yeah. So he got that opportunity to guest star in an OnlyFans video, and he just throws it all away.
His whole career is ruined. He's going to prison now.
Yeah. Available 24/7 on the free Ace and TJ Family app.
Download it from the App Store.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
It is that very special time each week when we all come together to have the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ show reviewed for us in song. We give you Riggins and the week in review.
And this is my song, it's called A Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. It's roast beef week at Arby's. There's some sort of 5 for 5 component. I can't tell you how excited I am. Let's just say I can't stand up at the moment. Roast beef week. Hunter Biden was found guilty, but since his dad is president, he'll be fine. But crack cocaine and guns, they'll catch up to you every time.
Every time.
Yeah. You buy something that makes you feel old, like raisins or ginger ale. Yesterday, I had to buy a fly swatter. I might as well be living on the Oregon Trail. And this is my song. It's called A Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you.
No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Did Taylor Swift eat a booger? This is not a goof. I'm not saying what I do is important, and this may be the proof. Billy Ray Cyrus is divorcing his wife, Fire Rose. He's claiming fraud or something, who knows? But maybe he just found out that her real name isn't Fire Rose. Joey Chestnut has been banned from participating in the 4th of July hot dog eating contest. This was shocking news to me. They need to replace him with a true glizzy gobbler. And I believe that Ace is free. And this is my song.
It's called The Weekend Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
And Father's Day is this weekend, working around the house and mowing the lawns. A day to recognize that dads are the greatest, unless you compare them to moms. My dad is the greatest dad in the world. He leads our family like he's supposed to do. He says he made the first Big Mac, so he's an untrustworthy liar too. I think that Father's Day is great. It's a really important day. So go spend time with your dad unless he's like Diddy or BTK.
And this is my song, it's called The Weekend Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Thank you. Thanks.
You can get that and pass it around to all your friends on its own podcast.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's you go to where you get podcasts and it'll be up later. Regan's Weekend Review song.
It's also available on YouTube.
Yeah,
on our channel, Ace TJ TV on YouTube.
Yeah.
There is a couple in Canada who are living a nightmare right now. They have the key to fortune and fame. They have it literally. They are holding it in their hand, and everybody has acknowledged, yes, that's worth a lot of money. There's one small problem, and it's got to be excruciating. It's an unbelievable story that you'll be talking about the rest of the day. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
And years of research.
we've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So this couple who have got to be living a nightmare. Come on up in a second, because you won't believe what's happening to them. But first, we've been having this contest through Ace TJ Prime. Ace TJ Prime is how you can get a lot of extra stuff that we do each and every day, each and every week. But there are also something called Prime Rewards. You sign up for Ace and TJ Prime, and we play a lot of games that nobody even knows about that are happening on the air from time to time in different ways, and you get points, and you can be a big winner. For example, in honor of Father's Day weekend, we've had this big contest giveaway with Omaha Steaks. It's an unbelievable package. 2 Butcher's Cut filet mignons, 2 Butcher's Cut top sirloins, 4 air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, 4 caramel apple tartlets, 4 pure ground filet mignon burgers, 4 gourmet jumbo franks, gourmet steakhouse fries, 4 Omaha Steaks burgers, and 1 Omaha Steaks seasoning package. All of that stuff is going to one man. His name, from Lenore, North Carolina, Doug Weaver. Congratulations, Doug Weaver.
Ooh, Doug Weaver.
So you can participate in great things like this. It's easy to do, and it's free to be a member at Ace TJ Prime. Just go to acetj.com/prime to get yourself signed up. This kind of stuff is going on all the time. Sometimes it's a Ace and TJ t-shirt or a hoodie. Other times it's concert tickets or these great Omaha Steaks giveaways. Yeah. So it's always something different, always something new happening at Ace TJ Prime. And again, it's free. acetj.com/prime to get signed up. That's also how you get invitations to our events before anybody else does.
Yeah. And with the Omaha Steak stuff, just remember, when you think Ace and TJ, you think meat.
I like that. Imagine having a winning lottery ticket, yet being unable to collect. I do not understand the laws in Canada, but try to understand this story. There is a man in Ontario, Canada. He has in his possession a winning lottery ticket. But apparently in Ontario, they use the location of where it was purchased to verify that you are the rightful ticket owner. Well, he has one problem. He forgot where he bought the ticket.
Oh, God.
So he can't tell them where he bought the ticket. And apparently their lottery system is not like ours that they can scan it or whatever and tell you, oh, here's where he bought the ticket.
Yeah.
So here he is, he and his wife trying to explain the situation.
I try email to them and call them so many times. And then he said, it's on the way, but no one sent the check to me.
It said that if you win over 1,000, you should get your check in the mail 6 to 8 weeks. But right now it's over 1 year.
It's been a year. And they're holding a winning lottery ticket. Now, it's not a great deal of money. It's about $2,000 that he's won. But still, he's like, I've got the ticket. And they said, yes, you've got the ticket. Where'd you buy it? He's like, I don't remember. Can't give you your money.
Is he just buying them at all these different places that he just can't remember which?
That's what I would do. I would just start driving around to different stores in my area trying to figure something out.
I think he may be scamming them. Because who wouldn't remember? Right. I mean, you only go to a certain type number of stores.
I thought the same thing. There are lots of different ways, but the story's starting to make international news. It's wild. So, there's something going on, though. There's some, I don't know if you want to say they're mean, ladies in the Ace and TJ radio family, based on something we posted on our social media yesterday.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Tom Brady strikes a blow for all the divorced men everywhere, unintentionally. I'm kidding, but this is a quick story. Apparently, as the story goes, according to Page 6, Gisele Bündchen and her jiu-jitsu instructor boyfriend have broken up because of the Tom Brady roast. They say the jiu-jitsu instructor, Joaquim Valente, has been stopped by people all the time, asking him if he was the reason for their divorce. And he hates that. He doesn't want to be in the spotlight. Quote, Joaquim's a regular guy. He's not used to all the attention he was getting, end quote. And they have split. The story is Joaquim has ended the relationship with Gisele, and that Gisele has flipped out and is furious at Tom Brady for ever putting them in this position by doing the roast to begin with.
Okay, well, I remember back when they were first seen together, and then they were on vacation. They were just friends.
Yeah,
I remember one person in the public saying they're not just friends; they're together. One person.
That was you, TJ.
Exactly. Now everybody else has done jumped on it, and so. What does Joaquim think? I mean, he think that wasn't going to happen?
Yeah, what did Joaquim expect? You're dating a supermodel who was dating the greatest NFL player of all time, their worldwide fame and fortune. Yeah.
And there are pictures of you off with her doing fun things with kids.
Yeah.
Before they even said that they were having marital trouble.
You can't just go to Busch Gardens with a supermodel and not expect to be photographed.
But you know what? You know what? I ain't gonna tell him that.
Yeah.
No, he'll
I don't know no jiu-jitsu. I know a little bit of kung fu from back in the day, but that's about it, brother.
He will Judy chop you.
I got a slapjack in my pocket.
We posted something on our social media last night. They got a great response. Simple question. Your husband, if you have a husband, he is your one and only, your person, the one you love more than any other. However, that doesn't mean that you don't share stuff about him that he would prefer you don't share with your best friend. Here was the question. My husband would freak if he knew my best friend knows blank about him. Then we added a note. You should probably DM us on this one. DM us to remain anonymous. A couple of people just decided, you know what? I'm throwing caution to the wind and I'm going to post my answer right here. Now, side note. If you say everything, that's not an answer that helps us in any way, shape, or form. We appreciate you participating. That does us no good.
No.
We're looking for something specific. Now, one lady did point out, her name is Jessica. She posted and said, that girl could draw a diagram of it. We're in the car a lot. Oh. Work bestie knows, then she goes, all caps, everything.
Isn't that nice?
That is graphic.
So that sounds like more than once she's, shown that picture off. So at the Ace TJ show, my husband would freak if he knew that my best friend knows blank about him. Next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
My husband would freak if he knew that my best friend knows blank about him. A lady named Carly posted, that she's the friend that she knows that her coworker's husband has ED. I only point that out because the next comment was the one that threw me. This is on our Facebook page. A lady named Jackie says, so does my stepdad. My mom and I are pretty decent friends. Whoa!
Well, at least it's steps.
So they're both teachers?
Slow down. What do you mean they're teachers?
They have a degree in education?
Oh, yeah, okay.
They have an ed degree?
They got an ed degree. Yep, good point. Good point. Let's see. One lady said, my husband is my best friend. That's nice. That doesn't help us.
I love that.
Jennifer said, best friend knows that he chews his fingernails and spits them in the cat box.
What? Ugh. Why the cat got to deal with that?
What's wrong with that?
Putting them in the cat box?
Yeah.
That is disgusting. That's totally fair game to share with your coworker. If you see that in your house, like, you're not gonna believe what he did. He chews off his fingernails and spit them in the cat box or whatever they're called.
Where's he supposed to spit them?
Trash can somewhere.
Well, that's a trash can for fingernails. Nobody even can see it.
Yeah,
it's got poop in it.
I'm the same way. I didn't think that was that big a deal.
But can't you stab the cat with the
No.
When maybe getting his claws and stuff?
Cat will be fine.
Yeah.
It's gross. Blank that cat.
This lady says, my sister and I have always done this. We're both married now, but neither husband knows. We share tons of pictures back and forth. So you're seeing pictures of your each of them seeing pictures of their brother-in-law. Yeah. And this lady said, keep me anonymous. My bestie knows all about the poly life my husband would like to have. I'm kind of okay with it, but that's a super long story. Anyway, I have only ever told 2 people. She listens to me without judgment about the situation. If he... Oh, wait, never mind.
Poly life?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You mean like having birds as pets?
I mean polyamorous.
Oh, so he can use both hands equally.
Right. That's what it means.
You can throw and catch with both hands.
So my confusion on that is, it seems like he wants to have this life, and they haven't. Or I guess you see, listens without judgment. So maybe they are participating in this life.
I always wonder, is like, does that mean you want like sister wives, or are you just swingers? I feel like that that can mean a lot of different things. Either way, he wants to step out on his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or maybe he wants them both to step out on each other.
Yeah. Right. Do they like plural marriage? What is that?
And I know that's your sister and all, but there's no way anybody listens to that without judgment. She's judging.
You think she's judging?
Yeah, I know I am.
so is everybody else right now.
Yo. Hey, hi.
Coming up on the Ace and TJ Show.
The hottest trending topics. It's Riggins and Now Trending coming up next.
Available 24/7 on the free Ace and TJ family app.
Download it from the App Store.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
A lot of people excited that the United States team could advance in the World Cricket Championship. Saw that on the news this morning. I thought, I didn't even know we had a cricket team.
And that's crazy.
Last weekend, they pulled off the biggest upset in cricket history.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was on. They showed it on Sports Center, saying, we don't know one of the guys even said, I don't know the rules, but I'm just telling you, they say this is the biggest upset in the history of international cricket. A USA beat Pakistan.
Yeah, so they're playing Ireland today at 10:30 Eastern, I believe. But watching the video, I was like, I had no idea we had a United States cricket team.
And it's a shame.
It's a shame.
Yes, a dirty, rotten shame.
that we just
that they keep bringing in these foreign sports for little boys and little girls to get into playing and making it think that it's just as good as American sports when it's not. I give you soccer. Yeah. We got enough with the soccer and the foreign sport. That's it. And the lacrosse. And I know the Native Americans invented the lacrosse is what they say, but still.
I see this one like we're invading their territory. We're coming for them.
Hey, unless we're doing it with military, I don't care.
I like this. This is American. We're dominance.
Nobody looks masculine playing cricket, so they're going to put our boys out there looking silly in those cricket outfits and everything, looking like Prince Charles.
Yeah, it is. It is shocking to look at when you're not familiar with it. It's weird with those big paddles and the pitcher is throwing it differently. I don't know. It's just different, I guess, but it is odd.
And they use a paddle. Right?
Yeah, this big fat paddle. The
rules are very confusing. It's not easy. I don't know anything about it, but just watching highlights, it's like I don't understand. You just can't pick it up. You just can't pick up how the game works.
Yeah, and they're not as big as like our baseball players are.
No.
They're more slim and
the batter doesn't run when he hits the ball either. He just hits. Right?
Yeah, right.
It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, and the pitch is odd. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're America for a reason. I mean, we're called the leader of the world for a reason. We don't need to be adopting anybody else's stuff. Sports.
Most of this conversation, I thought we were talking about croquet, and I was very confused.
Croquet, yeah, that would be weird.
No, we're talking about cricket, Rob.
What's the difference?
Yeah, right.
It's a big difference.
We're going to talk about fake IDs coming up next.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Hey, hang on a second, Riggins. I'm getting bombarded with people complaining about what I said about soccer. I was joking.
Wait.
This is joking.
Were you joking?
Yeah, I was joking.
Are you?
Good-natured ribbing.
I tend to agree with you, though, on the soccer stuff. We do have a lot of rabid soccer fans.
Mm-hmm, yeah, they're coming after me.
I was not. I had a fake ID. Did you guys have fake IDs when you were young?
Nope.
Never had to because you could drink at like 12 now where you guys grew up.
Right.
But I did have a fake ID. It was my oldest brother's that had expired, but that would still work to get into the bars and stuff. It didn't matter that the ID itself was expired because they were looking at the birth date and they would match it up with my face.
Yeah.
And it was common knowledge. My older brother had first had it, and then he passed it down to me. This was my oldest brother's ID. So it made its way to two different people. It was wrong, and I look back on it, and it's trashy and to have a fake ID, but we're dumb kids. This guy that works at a very popular restaurant chain said he knows the identifiers that mean you're going to try to show him a fake ID or that you're lying about your age. He said when people come in, young people come in, and they order a shot of Tito's, he said that's an immediate red flag that they are either too young or they're about to show him a fake ID. If they order a dirty Shirley Temple with extra cherries, that's going to be a red flag that they're either using a fake ID or they're way too young. The third, he said, is the biggest one, and he sees it all the time. If they ask for a vodka soda made with Patron, because that is actually
tequila.
A brand of tequila. Those are the red flags he sees all the time.
I love that.
I don't know that I would have been brave enough. I mean, I used my fake ID at a bar or something like that. I would never sit down at a restaurant and try to pass it off like I was 21 years old. Never. Mm-hmm. So these kids are just more bold, I guess, is what it is.
I had a fake ID now that I think about it.
Did you?
Yeah, I had. I was only 20 when I moved to California to do stand-up comedy, and my friend Shannon had already turned 21, and so I had to use his ID to be able to perform in the comedy clubs.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, so, yeah, that's crazy. You didn't use it to buy booze or anything, just to get in.
Well, I mean, I was in there. I might as well, win in Rome.
Right.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So if you heard previously in the show, we just gave away a Omaha Steaks Premier Father's Day gift package with free burgers. It's amazing. It's got filet mignons in it. It's got burgers. It's got those gourmet jumbo franks, air-chilled chicken breasts.
Caramel apple tartlets. I mean, it's just full of stuff and top of the line stuff. I mean, it's just absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it's got four different steaks, chicken breasts, filet mignon burgers, steakhouse burgers, jumbo franks. There are 8 different burgers. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's like 900 pounds of meat coming to your house.
It's the best thing that could show up on your doorstep. So congratulations to Doug Weaver in Lenore, North Carolina, for winning that with Ace TJ Prime. Get signed up at acetj.com/prime. Yesterday, I had to go to the grocery store for something, and 2 items, lemon juice, and then I had to buy a fly swatter for the first time in my life.
You said that earlier, and it made me think, I don't own a fly. I don't think I've ever purchased a fly swatter.
You never have to purchase a fly swatter. I mean, we had one in our house growing up, obviously. They don't make them like they used to, I'll tell you that much. When I finally found the pest control stuff in the grocery store, it said extra heavy-duty fly swatter. It's this big, thick plastic thing. I don't know about you guys, but our fly swatter basically looked like a metal coat hanger with that flimsy little piece of square plastic
stuff.
It looked like a little net on the end of it. It was light and thin. This one is black and green, camo colored, and it's made of thick plastic. I said, I'm going to break the window if I slap it on the And sure enough, I'm chasing flies around yesterday afternoon. I'm banging into the blinds. It was just an awful experience. It feels very antiquated, the fly swatter, for some reason.
It would feel antiquated, I think.
I kill them with my hands.
Yeah.
You kill them with your hands?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got no electrical ones? I use an electrical fly swatter.
Zapper paddle.
It zaps them.
Really?
It's great.
And does it stick to the fly swatter or the electric racket?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, and then you just hold it and you hear pops.
But don't they have to be in flight?
No, you can like trap them on a wall or something with it.
Okay.
Oh, the visual of Rob chasing flies around with an electrified tennis racket is amazing.
Like Porky Pig with just a shirt, no pants.
Come here, you little... So what's the one thing that you purchased recently that makes you feel old? At the Ace TJ Show. We'll get your answers next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So I had to buy a fly swatter yesterday at the grocery store. It's $2.19. I thought that's a pretty good deal. I don't know what fly swatters normally used to cost. It didn't seem like a good deal, but they're extra heavy duty now. They're not flimsy. They're very rigid. And you could probably break out a window with this thing if you're not careful. But it made me feel really old. It feels very antiquated to buy a fly swatter, like holding an umbrella. I don't know. It just feels old to me for some reason. What's something you purchased recently that just made you feel old? Some of these are really funny. Like orthopedic inserts for your shoes. That's a great one.
I have to. That was going to be mine. I have to have them for my walking/running shoes.
I think even younger people have found the joys of like putting a different insert into your shoe to make it more comfortable. Yeah. But it does make you feel old when you're even in that section. You're looking around. Oh, this is gel. This is air foam. Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, that's a good one. Lisa said beet chews for my high blood pressure. Oh, that's got to be the oldest thing I've ever heard.
What does that eat? What?
Beets, like red beets. They make them for blood pressure, I guess.
I got to go today and buy something that is making me feel old because my doctor told me yesterday I needed to get it because of my age.
What?
Vitamin D supplement.
Yeah.
Vitamin D?
Yeah.
I just heard that so many Americans are vitamin D deficient.
Yeah, you know why?
Because they're not outside.
Because they're overly using sunscreen.
Too much sunscreen?
Yeah, because you only get vitamin D from the sun and milk. Nobody drinks milk anymore, and everybody's scared of the sun.
I would have never guessed you would have had that problem of vitamin D deficiency. I mean,
because I'm out in the sun so much.
Yeah, and you don't believe in sunscreen.
But it's just because it's old. I'm old.
Yeah, when you get old.
Yeah, when you're old, it happens anyway.
You just got to get more.
I'm talking about when young people have it.
Yeah, well, true.
Shelly's got a good answer. A TENS unit.
That's for recovery, isn't it?
No, it's like muscle stimulation. It's a little vibration thing, a little like an electro thing you put on your back. And
Sciatica, muscle spasms, all that. You use a TENS unit. And it's not an older person thing, but it's typically thought of to be that way.
Oh, it helped my dad a lot.
I got the more expensive one, the 12s.
I got the 12s.
There's one answer that's come up on here like 3 times, and seat cushions for a mountain bike or a Peloton bike or some type of bike, as people say, hey, they had to go buy a special cushion because they're old and it hurts their butt.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That banana seat creeping up in your behind. I get that one. Rob's got a ton of this too. Maybe we can get into those later.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.